G'day, Mr. Sluggish here, and out for a nice day and riding. This is the second go at a bit of a vlog. First one was more testing out the camera, which is a Prism Center tube, and just going to go out for a bit of a cruise through some of the bush trails and wherever else and see what we can find. Now, I figured that this vlog might be about why the KLR 650, and I don't know, to explain why I've got one, probably have to go back to some of the bikes that I've owned in the past, a bit of history so you know where I'm coming from. So my first bike was a Yamaha SRX 250, single cylinder, mostly road bike. But I rode that thing everywhere, you know. I took it dirt trails, places it shouldn't have gone, on street tyres. Had that for a few years and loved that bike, you know. And after that I had a Kawasaki, early 80s Kawasaki GPZ 550. It was a 4-cylinder inline. It was great too. Yet again, took it places it probably shouldn't have been. Then my next bike, believe it or not, I bought two Yamaha SRX 250s, and I made one good one out of the two. I made the bike that I wanted when I first had my license, you know. I sold those eventually. Then the last couple of years I've been looking to get back in and get on a bike, and you know, I've had a young family and that sort of stuff, so money and time's an issue. And I actually started looking for a cruiser style bike, something like a Yamaha XVS 650. Ooh, slippery there. And nothing could turn up in the price range, you know, so I ended up searching Gumtree and eBay and all that, and lo and behold, one day this thing came up, and the price is right, let's put it that way. So I went and had a look, and you know, that's what brings us here. So why do I like it? Why have I got one still? I like it because it does everything. I can ride it to work, I can ride it between towns, I can ride it on the freeway, highway, and if I want to turn off into the dirt, into the bush like where I am now, I can, you know, like just here, you know, you just do this sort of stuff. You know, you don't have to follow the roads, or maybe follow that road, but anyway. So it's a good bike, just because I like getting out and exploring, you know, finding things. If I see somewhere I want to go, I want to be able to get there on the bike, and that's what this bike does for me. So what are some of the other good things about the KLR 650? Well, I tell you what, they're cheap as chips. This is a bike that you can buy really cheap, you know. Here in Australia, this one cost me $3,000, and it does everything that I want it to do. Is it the fanciest bike? No. If you take this anywhere other bikes are, no one's going to care that you're on a KLR at all. It's not what it's about. It's about, you know, just doing the job. So it's cheap, they're reliable, fairly easy to ride, big single. They don't have a lot of power, but in some cases that's good, you know. I'm coming back into bikes, so that's fine by me, and I'm riding on the dirt, so, you know, I'm not hugely experienced, so it works. Downsides, well, they're bloody heavy, I'll give it that, and the weight's fairly up high. You got a 22 litre tank, I think it is, so when she's full, you get it in some mud or slosh or whatever, and you know, it can be an interesting effort. But you know, as long as you ride it within its limits, it's great. It's fantastic. Don't buy one if you're looking to go quick, let's be honest. And you can't make them super fast, no matter what you do anyway. You're better off buying something else. But if you want a bike that's, you know, fun, cheap, easy, hint, family blokes, this is the one for you. Throw some 50-50 tyres on it, and you're going to love them. You're going to be loving life. Oh.